Hey everybody, welcome to Larson Farms. Not really sure what we got going today other than just some light maintenance to these things. Air filters, grease them, check bogey wheels, just look them over, make sure there's nothing wrong with them. Kind of just get them ready for fall. Clean them up a little bit from damages and wear and tear of what spring did to them, and just maintain them a little bit is the plan there. We did put a new tarp on this truck. Now it needs to be greased and oil needs to be changed, and the other semi needs oil change. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. The big Swede is working on spraying around the yard, just killing any grass around grain bins and stuff, because if we have grass around the grain bins or little weeds, the chaff, corn chaff, and debris from dumping trucks actually gets hung up in there, and you'll get a nasty mat during the fall. So we try to keep it as bare gravel as we can throughout the year. And so that's what he's working on. Dad, he is out chopping CRP with the 4640. That's what we got going on right now. Randy hasn't shown up yet today. I don't know where he's at, but he'll be here probably working in the office. A lot of greasers on these trucks. Really nice to be under here with the mechanic's pit, because you don't have to lay down and rub on all this oily, dusty, greasy nastiness. So that is nice, and then everything, you know, is kind of right where you want to be working level. Really is convenient actually. These stupid tips. So some of these I just do what I can from down here, and then I raise the hood up and I get the ones on the top so I don't have to crawl around. Here's my pick I dropped in there last week. I was too lazy to come and pick up. Okay, well, I've got everything greased on this truck. I'll do the trailer quick, and then this one does need an oil change, but I'll probably move it off the pit because we're gonna have my brother-in-law come. We're gonna drop the oil pan down over the pit when we change the oil, and he's gonna look at the main bearings, because our oil samples that we take have been coming back with a little bit of metal in there. So we're gonna just take a look at the main bearings and some other stuff in there that he knows what he's looking for. I don't. So he will be out here, I believe, tomorrow. So I probably move this truck once I get it greased, or the trailer greased. I'll probably move this over so I can work on the other truck and get that one all done too before we need to haul more grain. For anyone wondering why that door is there, that is the reason. We can pull through if we want to work farther back on the truck, and we can raise the hood up and it goes into that other wash bay. Works out really good. Always out of grease. I guess I lied to you. I'm done greasing the underside of the truck. Now I gotta do the top side. Still the undercarriage, but the top side of the undercarriage. These things need a terrible bath. Need it bad, real bad. So the other one's greased, needs its oil change. Like I said, that'll be a tomorrow project when my brother-in-law comes to check out the engine. This one's getting its oil changed and also greased. Been hauling the same amount of time that other one was, so they're both due. Who would think pots and pans would be so useful for oil changes? Wouldn't quite have made it in the pan otherwise. It appears I've made a mess by over greasing. Better clean that up before Dad sees it. I always tell him, at least you know it's greased. So we always take oil samples every time that we change oil on any piece of equipment, just because we want to know before stuff really fails if we need to fix it. Just like that truck over there has copper coming back in the oil sample, which it could be oil cooler, it says, but I don't know. That's why we're going to take it apart, see what we think is going on inside there. That's why we oil sample stuff, to catch stuff before you maybe cook a $30,000 engine. That is why we test our oil. So these truck oil filters are so big that what I like to do is poke a hole in the bottom of them and let them drain, because they're so heavy otherwise. Excuse me while I move my junk. Just like that. Take an old spike nail and I poke in the bottom so that it drains out and it's not so heavy. I gotta go get a new filter now. So then I come over here, I write down what I just took on our Case IH filter list. That's where we get these Fleet Guard filters from. Write down the truck, the filter, and then we just go in and we order what we need when the sale is happening. Here's also a little update on what we got going on up here. We've got the mutter taper guy has been doing a little work here. So yeah, that's where the upstairs of the shop is on status. Status is still not completed. Man, it's hard to work one-handed. We need to reposition the GoPro somewhere. Yeah, this is really my life, guys. Get a little oil on your seal, your O-ring. So we're now ready to fill the engine back up with Schaefer's 15 W40 weight. Pull that out, hook the little air pump up to air. I'm still waiting for the oil to drain out. Since we're not rushed, I'm going to let them drain really good. There's very little old oil left in here. So I'll probably grease as that's draining. Filling her up. Well, another one done. Go park this one away, and I might actually detail the cab a little bit. It's kind of dirty. Back off the pit straight. ripping through the projects. I guess tomorrow Ryland's gonna come out, Randy's son's gonna come out, wash this one, maybe the other one, we'll see. So it'll be back into pristine condition. Is that the word, pristine? I think so. So it's getting kind of warm out now, so I'm gonna go around and close all the doors, try to keep it cool in here for this afternoon. Oh, better turn on big ass so it keeps us cool in here. Go. So if you guys couldn't guess what my favorite color is, yeah. I got a new truck. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. 2017, 1500, about 19,000 miles on it. Yeah, it's a little much for some people, but I love it. I love it. It's pretty sweet. So now people really know when I'm coming and where I'm going. Gonna have to keep it under, maybe 90. I'll try to. So what my plans are with this thing, probably different rims sometime. Gotta get mud flaps before it rock chips. Level kit for sure, a level kit. 2-inch level kit. Window tint. That might be it. We'll see what the wife says. Right, honey? So, do you guys like the color? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up and a subscribe if you really like this channel and want to support it. We'd appreciate it. Go for a joyride. Go to the Bend site. This is one thing I'm not so fond of right here. Are you kidding me? A knob to shift gears. Whatever. So I apologize if it's really windy right now, but I was just gonna quick show you what I'm gonna work on now if I can do this with all this wind down here by the Bend site. But basically, we're gonna number our grain bins so that they can never, I shouldn't say you can never dump into the wrong one, but at least you know now which one you're dumping into. And I'm gonna put them right above the access door so that we always know. Well, I did a couple of the smaller ones. This is pit auger number 3 and number 4. I put a couple on, deemed it to be way too windy. It's way too hard to hold the paper as it's whipping around when trying to put it on, so it'll have to be for another day. There's so much crap blowing around. And then here's a pit 1, pit 2. So now the truck drivers will know what we're talking about when we tell them to turn pit 1 on, pit 2 on. They know which one's going to start for safety reasons and also for just them knowing what's going on. And then this is the same pit, but this pit has 2 augers, so that's pit 3 and 4 auger in the computer screen. So that's what we got going on here. There's Nikki with more food, so I'm going to eat now. So I'm somewhat very disappointed that I can't do this today. I had no idea it was this dang windy when I started this project. Oh my gosh. Back to the shop we go, I guess. Whew. How's it going? Hey! Don't get the lens dirty now. Come on now. Come on now. God, you're really making a mess out here.
Transferring from here to there.
Oh, okay. You want to tell them why you're washing it?
Cleaning up after a Dougo.
Dad buried it.
Yep.
At like 7 o'clock that night. Was it Friday night?
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Next time you get stuck, you should try not to get stuck in the mud.
Yeah, he tipped her down into a watery road ditch. Had to get a pull from the 4230 and Grandpa. Can you imagine? It's such a So while Eric was washing that tractor, I changed the oil on the big 8520. Got an oil sample of it, and this one's pretty much ready to go again for fall time. Not that this one really doesn't get used much in the fall. It has been on the grain cart the last 2 years because we had to use the quad tracks on tillage. Long story behind that all, but hopefully this fall we don't have to use this on a grain cart because no one really likes it. It's really rough and under horsepowered, and in the mud it just didn't work very well at all. It might go on a ripper. Normally that's what it does, is this one will go on a 5 shank, the 8430 will go on a 7 shank, and then the big 870 goes on the 600 quad, while the other two 600s, nope, while the 450 and the other 600 is on the grain carts, is normally how it's set up. So this one was definitely time. We were 16 hours over the oil change, which ain't a big deal, but got that changed. So she should be ready for probably a whole nother year or two. I think the last time it was changed was last July 2018. So we should be good for a year, if not 2 years for sure.
I should be done by noon, I thought.
Having fun?
You should have had that with me today.
You've soaked your shirt?
I was so thirsty. Got separated from Bubba.
Earplugs in and everything.
Oh gosh.
The old 46 ain't so great, huh? That's what you had, the 46?
I might have to quit farming.
I'm pretty sure most people in my side-by-side chose the 4640. I just kind of laughed and thought, well, they haven't drove one then.
I almost ran out of fuel too, so
Go watch it.
go watch that thing.
God, he's all wound up. Oh my. So this is the size tree that he's been after. It would appear like 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch size trees. I'm not sure if that's what is designed to do, but that's what he was doing with it. It would appear that the safety device is ruined. God, he's hard on stuff. That's what he says about me. Wasn't built for convenience, that's for sure. Boy, did they have phones back in the day when this was in full use? Whoa. Don't hit the pump, japers. No wonder he's so hot. I think the AC needs to be charged. Chet, go park the tractor away. Oh yeah, clean the tractor out by the way too. Couldn't even leave a full one. Sucker. Okay, yeah, it's really hot in here. I can't believe he didn't have me run down some Freon for him. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video today. Nothing but a bunch of random just work around the shop and yard, and that's just kind of what we're working on right now. But that's kind of where we're at right now, just servicing equipment, getting ready for fall, and doing odds and ends jobs like this, and yard maintenance, and just waiting for either the next time we need to spray, or spot spray, or do bug spraying. That's just kind of what we're doing right now, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.